Hugo? Oh, by the way, thanks. I was right to listen to you the last time. So, is there going to be wind again today?
No wind. Venus will be very pretty tonight.
Venus? The planet? You know where Venus is?
Hugo likes the night sky. Hugo sleeps well under the sky.
Tell me, Hugo, do you often sleep outside?
I prefer it. It doesn't scream as loud outside. And there's the stars. I like the stars. I count the stars. 6,257 different stars this time. A good night for the high magnitude. As many as 8 I've seen. A good night.
But how do you know that, Hugo?
I read a lot. I like reading books on stars. Hugo wants to go up into the stars. Like the astronauts.
Where do you find these books about stars?
My friend loans it to me.
He's a nice friend, then. Who is it?
My friend.
You know, I like it when you talk about the stars, Hugo. We could talk again if you want.
When I want.
Hello, taxi driver.
Hello, miss. Tell me, I thought I detected a bit of irony from you the last time we spoke. Oh, what can I say? Members of the fair sex are all the same, really. They're talkative and they have sharp claws. But of course, we forgive you, because deep down, we love you.
I'm so glad. But I still don't understand what you're doing here.
And curious on top of it all. Listen, miss, I'm here because I work in Bellevue now. I responded to an ad that the town hall had put up at the post office, and the mayor hired me to be the village policeman. I live in a small furnished room, and as a good policeman should, I watch over the safety of the village.
You also watch over something else, don't you?
I don't see what you're referring to, miss.
Oh, no? Well, it'll just have to wait until next time, then. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, miss. What would you like?
Well, you see, you must know, since the mayor is sure to know about everything that goes on in their town, that I've only recently arrived in the village.
Yes, I know. I even know that you're American and Californian. So, you see, you can't keep secrets from me.
Well, I see you're very well informed. But I also asked around the village, and I found out that you, Mr. Mayor, are not from Bellevue, and that other than your position here as mayor, you have no activities in the village. I also found out that you have a prestigious reputation in the area.
Well, this is worse than spying. Did the opposition send you?
No, not at all. For my own personal reasons, I'm conducting research on the motivations for involvement of men and women in political life. And I was wondering what yours were, and especially what could push a man of your stature and your quality to become the mayor of such a small village.
You flatter me, young lady, and you demean me at the same time. Belleau hasn't always been this small. The abandoned part of the village is proof of that. But I won't answer your questions right now. I don't have the time. I have a meeting. But persevere, and perhaps you'll learn more.
Okay, I'll come back and see you. I'm a very patient person. Hello, Oliver.
Hi, Emma.
I'm impatient to hear the rest of your story. Do you have time right now?
A little. So where was I? Oh, but first you have to swear not to tell this to anyone.
Okay, Oliver. I promise.
Good. You have to know one thing. I love my Aunt Flora. She took care of me when I was really little. She was my babysitter. And for as long as I can remember, I have had the utmost admiration for Flora. She came and found me when I disappeared after finding out about my mother's death. She protected me from my father's wrath. He didn't understand my attitude at all. And she gave me affection and comfort.
Yes, well, father-son relationships are often complicated.
Yeah, you can say that again. But that's not the point. So, after the time we first met, I began going to visit the mayor and her foal. It was summertime, and we spent almost the entire season together. But I kept the secret of our meetings to myself. After my mother's death, I was on my own and no one asked me any questions. Then boarding school started up again. I had to stop my visits. But I came back on weekends and every time was a celebration. Our complicity was born.
But you didn't lose touch with them over time?
Luckily, no. And you'll understand afterwards. Through the winter and the next year, the paddock stayed empty. My friends had disappeared and I hadn't even been able to say goodbye. Little by little, I got used to the idea that I would never see them again. And I stopped going to the paddock where we first met. I was a very sad 10-year-old.
If you want, we can take a break. I'll be patient.
Okay, Emma. All these memories do make me a little emotional.
Hello, Mr. Clogging Artist.
Hello, miss. And to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
No, just feminine curiosity, Mr. Luigi. I want to know more about your adventures around the world.
Oh, how you do go on, young lady. My adventures. Okay then, all right, I'll tell you a bit more.
Thank you.
So, after my disappointments as a dancer, and seeing as how my jumping technique was so highly criticized, I decided to rise above it all and conquer the world on stilts. An ancestral technique that struck me as needing to be boosted with the help of a world record.
Wow, what a challenge. What kind of a record did you want to set?
No more, no less than the record for going around the world on stilts, miss. A lovely record that would have gotten me fame and admiration from everyone.
You're speaking in the conditional. Did this not happen?
I see that you master the subtleties of your language entirely, lovely foreigner. As you have guessed, the record still remains to be beaten. For me, it ended after 143 meters. A perfect run, interrupted by a charming young lady's dog. An interruption that turned into a superb sprain and a marriage to the very first love of my life.
Oh, how sweet. That's so romantic.
Oh, well, my life is like one big romance novel, young lady. But the next chapter will be for another time. I have things to do. Excuse me.
Okay, I'll let you go, but I'll be back. I love romances.